Hello, I'm Dr. Stuart Hoover, Doctor of Natural Health and the owner of Essential to Health Advanced Natural Health Care Center in Springfield, Missouri. I'd like to welcome you today to our presentation on LipiBalance. Now, before we begin, none of the information that we're going to be talking about today is designed to take the place of any conventional medical care, nor is it designed to diagnose, treat, cure, or mitigate any health condition. You should always check with your medical doctor before engaging in any lifestyle changes. Now, the product, again, we're going to be talking about today is LipiBalance. And why would you consider using LipiBalance? Well, you know, when we look at heart disease today, it's still the #1 cause of death in America, and it's a leading cause of disability. It is the #1 killer amongst women today. When you look at statistics, over 106 million Americans aged 20 or older have total blood cholesterol levels of 200 milligrams per deciliter. You know, we always hear about that magic 200 number, so we want to keep our total cholesterol below 200. Now, out of that, over 50 million men are in that category, over 55 million women. Now, of those 106 million people, over 37 million have total blood cholesterol levels of 240 or higher. 17 million men, 19.9 million women. So this is a number, unfortunately, that's continuing to increase every year. Now, according to the CDC, as of February of 2009, about every 25 seconds an American will have a coronary event, and about every 1 minute somebody will die from a coronary event. So again, you know, heart disease is serious business, and it's something that we really have to start taking a strong look at. Now, you know, when you look inside the body, and this is something that's always amazed me since I've been in the natural health field, you know, our circulatory system is a vast, vast system. It's what I call the internal highway of life in our body. It's how we get blood to all the tissue and oxygen so the body can make energy and repair itself. And you know, if you were able to take all the blood vessels out of the body and lay them end to end, it would stretch around the world 2 times. That's just absolutely amazing. So this system we have to take care of, and unfortunately, you know, as our cholesterol increases, it can create problems, blockages, or restrictions in this highway system, which can certainly begin to starve tissue for vital nutrients and oxygen. Now, this video will show you the inside of an artery, and if you notice, the arteries are very smooth on the inside. It's almost like I tell people, it's like we have a Teflon coating on the inside of these arteries. So these blood cells should flow through easily, and they should move freely through the blood vessels, and this is what's delivering oxygen to the tissue, nutrients to the tissues and cells in our body, and also removing toxins. Now, what can happen with especially a diet of high fats today? You hear a lot about saturated fats. You know, we eat a lot of animal fats, we're not exercising the way we should, and quite frankly, we're just plugging these arteries up. And this is a good illustration of what happens inside the body as our cholesterol begins to increase, especially bad cholesterol. We start forming these like fat balls, these cholesterol balls that begin to attach to the arteries. And as that's happening, it begins to reduce blood flow. It can eventually, of course, block arteries. A lot of people hear about blocked arteries today and are having to have surgeries and things to help unblock or even bypass those arteries. So over time, what happens is we just get this caking or building up of cholesterol, and that begins to cause problems in this life highway system, I call it. Now, the key thing is really maintaining good lipid levels. You know, we have HDL cholesterol, which is our good cholesterol, and LDL, which is the bad, and we always want to keep our good cholesterol higher than the bad cholesterol. So this is where a product like LipiBalance really comes into play, is because it certainly is a nutrient that can help, you know, along with proper lifestyle, to help balance those lipid levels. Now, I always tell people the first plan of attack is we have to reduce high-fat foods in our diet. Unfortunately, today in America, we just love cheeseburgers and French fries and hot dogs and processed foods, and so much of the food that we're eating every day and putting in our body is high in animal fats or high in trans fats, and unfortunately, these are the types of fats that just clog the liver up, and it can affect how the body's able to regulate cholesterol. So we always have to look at diet first. That should always be the foundation, and begin to change our diet and start incorporating more high fiber, more whole foods. You know, I always tell people you want to stay away from processed foods, try to stay as close to nature as you can, and certainly high fiber foods that are low in fats, especially trans fats, are going to certainly help us maintain healthy lipid levels. It's also important that we get good moderate exercise every day. Unfortunately, we've become pretty sedentary in our life today, and we have to exercise, especially that heart and that circulatory system. Remember, if you could take out the blood vessels and put them end to end, that stretches around the world twice. That's an incredible highway system, and what we need to do is exercise that system and keep the blood moving through there. So, I recommend to all my clients, at least 30 minutes of good cardiovascular exercise 4 to 5 times a week. So that's very important. Now, along with making these healthy lifestyle changes, we know a lot of people are looking towards the supplement market today, and that's where a product like LipiBalance comes in. I've seen the rise in cholesterol problems, the rise in heart problems over the near 20 years I've been in this business. So I do a lot of product formulations, and as we were looking at putting together a product that people could incorporate with healthy lifestyle, we wanted to really make sure that we were covering all the bases. And LipiBalance is packed with world-class effective nutrients, things like red yeast rice extract, non-flush niacin or vitamin B. Niacin is very important for helping to manage healthy lipid levels. Also, glucolipids. These are also very important and have been proven to help manage healthy lipids in the body. Beta-sitosterol, another very important group of plant nutrients that helps to balance these lipids. Gamma Oryzanol, another very powerful nutrient. Again, I always encourage people as we're flashing these up on the screen to kind of jot them down and research. Do the research on these nutrients, Google them, and you're going to find just a wealth of information about the benefits. Inositol, another important nutrient. Alpha-lipoic acid. The synergistic combination of these nutrients we have found just absolutely remarkable in our clinic. And these, again, are proven substances to help maintain healthy lipids in the body. I can tell you firsthand, coming from a family that has high cholesterol levels, this has made a huge impact in helping me manage healthy lipid levels. So, I always like to throw out that old adage, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure any day. And, we only have one heart, folks. And we really need to keep that heart strong with good nutrition, good exercise, and certainly incorporating a world-class supplement like LipiBalance can help you maintain that healthy cardiovascular system. So we encourage you to join us today at LipiBalance.com. Read a little bit more about this wonderful product. You can order the product right online at LipiBalance.com. I'm so impressed with this nutrient and how it works, we actually back it by a guarantee. It really is truly one of the most remarkable nutrients that I've used in the natural health business in nearly 2 decades. So I greatly appreciate you joining us today on this LipiBalance presentation. I'm Dr. Stuart Hoover, and I wish you all the best in health.